Hey guys, and welcome to part 2 of reorganizing my Lego collection. So this series I'm reorganizing my entire Lego collection, how I reorganize all of my parts. And to start off, I got more of these bins, these drawer organizers. I ran out in the previous updates, and these are going to be for these dark gray bricks and plates. So all of these, all the excess bricks and plates, all the ones that are in here right now are going to be reorganized with those bins, just like how I have reorganized all of these light gray bins as well. So my goal is to do that first, and then my second priority is going to be reorganizing this drawer organizers, and then we'll see about possibly getting more of these. Basically, I want to focus on greenery and plant life in this one. So all my green plants and all of my all of these slopes right here, all these green 1x2 slopes. I really love using those for terrain, so I think I'll put parts like that in there as well. So that's going to be what I'm going to start off with for this update. All right, so I did end up reorganizing this drawer a bit. So I have most of my plant pieces, so a bunch of leaves in there. I have these slopes I use a lot, more plants and leaves over in here, and then also just various other parts that I either have a bulk quantity or smaller of a bulk quantity of, but I still want to have easy access to, or parts that I just use often, like these ice cream pieces, which I use a lot for smoke. So I just have all that kind of sorted. There are a few empty ones that I still need to fill, but for now I think that's how it's going to stay. I also made use of those drawer organizers for my dark gray, so I have all my bricks in here sorted. So I have like 1x1, 1x2s, 1x3s, and then I think there's 1x6 and 1x4s, and then there's larger ones in the back over there, and then some extra ones. And then this one isn't pretty empty. Obviously I have extra 1x4, and then all the way in the back we have some larger 2x plates over there. So obviously a ton of them are in Ambara right now, so once I start showing that out more, then I'll fill that up. But I did end up starting more of Ambara. I made my way through one bin. I'm working on the second bin right here, and I was thinking, well, why not do a time lapse of me sorting Ambara? I think that would be an interesting thing to watch. So I'm going to start doing a time lapse of all that, and I'll see just how much I can get done sorting Ambara. I guess just through that time lapse, I took apart the entire tower, which took about like an hour and a half. And now I've completely finished that entire bin that consisted of the entire building. So you can probably imagine how long that's taken, but glad to finally have the entire building taken apart. That should be the majority of my light gray parts sorted. So all that should be completely filled. I do need to come up with a better solution with some of the overflow parts from over there, because it is getting quite full over here, but since this is all my light gray parts, it should be fine for now. Might end up putting some of these in these storage cases because there's some empty space there, but obviously most of this is dark gray, so that's going to be what I'm going to be focused on next when I continue to take apart Ambara, is sorting more of my dark grays. But I'm going to take a break from sorting Ambara. I'm going to go back to those bulk Lego that I purchased. I want to take one bin, sort it between parts that I can go ahead and sort and parts that I need to wash, and then I'm going to wash those parts and then put them back together and then sort an entire bin of that Lego. So we'll see how that goes. So I did end up sorting out that bin. Here is all the parts that are going to be washed for that specific bin. I don't know if I'm going to wash this right now or if I'm going to wait and sort some more of it. But right now that is what I have that needs to be washed. Everything else was already sorted, but the bigger thing is that I finally sorted through all of Embarra. All of Embarra is finally sorted. Everything's all in there. So it's really good to finally have that done, but I had an interesting development. So obviously right now I am working out of my bedroom for all my Lego stuff. It's just not ideal, but we were able to actually free up a room. We were organizing, moving some things around. We've ended up freeing up a room that I am going to be using to work with all my Legos. So all that is going to have its own dedicated room. It's going to free up so much space because like right now, obviously I am very limited in the space that I have. And it's going to be really good to have an own dedicated room. So basically priorities for that, I'm gonna prioritize just my building materials first, and then kind of sets are going to be secondary. I want to be very intentional with how I display my sets. I already have some things set up already. I wasn't anticipating doing this, so it is going to take a little longer than I expected to reorganize everything, but I think it's going to be so much more worth it in the end to have its own dedicated room. It's going to be great. Let me show you what we're working with. So this is the room that we're going to be working with. This was my brother's old room, but he ended up moving rooms, so we kind of have no purpose for this room right now. So this is now going to be my Lego room. So I have a few things here. I did bring my computer in here. This wasn't in my room. It's in a different room that we brought in here that I think will work perfectly to work with all the video editing and everything like that. You have this display case, which was in my room. You might recognize this. So I moved this in here already. I'm thinking actually I'm going to be putting this on this wall, but I'm not too sure yet. But I do want to kind of take you through my kind of idea, thought process when I was figuring out how I wanted to display everything, because I really want to be more thoughtful with how I display stuff in this room. On this top, we have the Black Series Phase 2 Clone Trooper helmet. I love this thing. And I have a little display case for it. It doesn't fit perfectly. It actually is a little large. You can see that there are some gaps, but it's not too noticeable. To fit with the theme, I wanted to have other displayables that are also white, so they kind of fit together. So I have over here a little bit of a Scout Trooper display. So I have the helmet set and also the buildable figure with the speeder bike. And I also have a Black Series Scout Trooper from Fallen Order. Which I don't know if that's going to be the final place, but I do want to include it somehow since it is another Scout Trooper displayable that I have. I think this kind of works well all together. And then moving down, we have a couple of Separatist ships. We have my custom Umbaran Starfighter in front, and then we have some other ones right over here. We have the Sheath Peach Shuttle. This is a Republic Bricks custom. Got like a really good deal on it on whatnot, so I was originally planning on using it for a mock, but never ended up using it for anything. But I still think it's a solid model. And then we have the Brick Vault Vulture Droid right there. But all of them are kind of like a gray and dark blue color scheme, so I thought they all fit well together. And then we have like a white and red kind of color scheme here. So we have this Jedi shuttle right here. We have the Republic Fighter Tank, the original one, and the BD-1. And then over here we have a bunch of blue ships. So we have the Bad Batch shuttle, which is more of a sand blue, but I don't really have any other blue vehicles. And then we have Anakin's custom Jedi Starfighter, which I was thinking about maybe using one of those custom stands I got at Brick Fair. I think that might look a little bit better. And then we have the Mandalorian Starfighter from the Clone Wars. So I'm really happy with how these kind of display turned out. I think it looks much more of like a professional. I'm going to link a video in the description that I think is very useful when you're trying to display stuff. The video deals with Transformers rather than Lego sets, but a lot of the same principles still apply. So I think it's a very useful video that I think anyone should check out who intends to display their sets in a meaningful way. Over here I have some things I want to put on the wall. We have this Battlefront 2 poster, which I've had for a while. I also have this Captain Rex poster. I think that looks dope. I'll put that somewhere. I also have this this concept art for the Force Awakens that I've had framed for a while, but I never ended up putting it up. So I really want to put this up somewhere. Finally, we have this periodic table of Lego colors. This is the second version. I think they just remade it in like a third version of it. So I don't think I'm going to get that one. I think I'm probably just going to stick with this one. I'll put that somewhere as well. In terms of the layout, I was thinking having the desk here, having the desk for my large scale mocks coming out here, putting that display case over there, leaving the computer over here, And then having some extra storage shelves over here and probably over there as well. And then in the closet, I was actually thinking about removing the doors possibly, and then also removing this shelf right there. And I think I would be able to fit probably 2 or 3 of those taller sorting bins in there, and then some other stuff I think could work really well. But that's the plan right now. I'm gonna try to start making progress, reorganizing everything in this room, moving stuff, and I'll kind of update you once I made some substantial progress on that. All right, so we got quite a bit of progress done on setting everything up. Not everything just yet, but we got a solid amount done. So we're just gonna make our way from the left, going around the room, starting over here, of course. So we have a bunch of these sorting bins that we've gone through the process of me sorting through them, so I won't focus on this too much, but I have 5 of them with all my light grays and dark gray pieces, the majority of them right here on this little shelf right here. Now this shelf, we're probably going to paint it black, just to kind of fit with some of the other themes of the furniture as well. It just kind of looks a bit out of place right now. Focusing on this bottom one right here, we have a bunch of the pick-a-brick cups, and it goes too deep and then too high. So we have most of them right there. And then also with these sorting bins, we have my Star Wars figs, and these are sorted by like Rebels right here, Imperials, droids, clones, and Jedi. And then here we just have a bunch of incomplete figures, just stuff that I've been working on, trying to complete some custom stuff in there as well. So there's a bunch of various stuff right there. But I want to get more. I want to get more of these sorting bins. I don't know where these pick-a-brick cups are going to go as they move across, because these fit like pretty much perfectly right in there. So I want to get more because the rest of my Star Wars figs are just right in here. Some of them are bagged up, but others are just completely loose, and I need to get a better solution for that. On this top shelf, this is something I'm going to keep working on. But in the middle here, we got Delta Squad, the Black Series figures. I just used a sticky tack to kind of hold them up. You might be able to see it a little bit right there. But yeah, I think it looks good right now. I definitely want to keep that somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to keep it right there though. Then over here we have Brick Vault's Anakin's Jedi Interceptor right here. I really love this model. Want to include it somewhere. Again, not sure if this is going to be the final place where it is going to be. And then we have the Dagobah diorama right there. Again, don't know if I'm going to keep that right there. Then moving on to this shelf. So this is of course the desk that I had in my room. I just moved this over. Starting at the top, we have the Downtown Diner. And then we have the Galaxy's Edge Luke's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi. And then we have a couple Funko Pops. I don't really want to keep these ones here. We have Cad Bane and Bo-Katan. I want to get something related to Luke Skywalker, because that is lightsaber right there. Maybe like have a Return of the Jedi Luke, maybe a Darth Vader or something right there. I don't know. We have this figure display, which I've had for a while. These are my most expensive figures right there. And then we have my small little Halo display with my custom Banished, Banshee, and Ghost right there. Then moving on to these cubbies, I have a bit of an interesting display here. I have the buildable character with its display plaque and the Funko Pop that correlates to it. So we have Grogu, Porg, BB-8, and BD-1 right there. So yeah, I really love how that kind of turned out. And below here, we have these sorting bins, some extra stuff, like just a notepad, this building mat, some various parts. We have printed and stickered parts that I want to keep. And then we have just more different types of pieces. And of course these figures, more pick-a-brick cups. I have more storage that I can use this for over there. In this bin, we have some figures right here, which I further sorted. So we have legs, torsos, heads back there. But I was glad that I was able to further sort through that. Just some various things right here. We have this other storage case right here, and then I changed it up over here a little bit, this display. So I put that Black Series Scout Trooper right there. And then these bottom 2 shelves I changed up, so I have the Y-Wing right there, and then I took out Anakin's custom Jedi Starfighter. So this is the area where I'm going to do most of my editing, also maybe a little bit of gaming. So I have my desk right here. I have the Captain Rex and Commander Cody helmet sets, some sealed sets. I still need to part this out. It's just the brick heads that I got for a gift with purchase. I need to part that out. Base plates right there. You have Xbox over there, PC right there. And then we have this little shelf right here, which we have a bit of a Boba Fett display. You have this UCS Slave 1 helmet set, and then the brick heads right there. Love how that kind of just gets like progressively smaller right there. I think that looks kind of neat. we have Emperor's Throne Room diorama. And then we have just a bunch of black sets right here. So we have the Inquisitor Scythe transport and the TIE Fighter pilot helmet. And then the Funko Pops right here, we have the Second Sister from Fallen Order. I thought that went nice with the Inquisitor transport. And then we have a Death Trooper. And finally down here, we have a couple Star Wars books and Lego books and the Solo TIE Fighter. And I do have Han Solo's Golden Die from the Millennium Falcon. I usually have that in my car, but I don't really have my car right now, so I just threw that right there. We have the same little storage bin that I have in my other room. And these tall storage cases. Haven't done anything with the closet yet. I do have one of the tables, one of these folding tables. Still, that's all I have. I do really want to get like some nice IKEA tables to build larger mocks on, but right now we're still going to be dealing with the folding tables, and we'll grab another one that'll be right there. And I still need to bring in the other two of these shelves right there. We might be painting this in this room, so I can't put up the posters just yet. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have with this entire setup for right now. I am so excited for this because this is gonna be a massive game changer for my mock building progress in the future. It's gonna be so much easier to have a space dedicated to it. Just so much more room to walk around, dedicated area to build mocks. It's gonna be great. And it's gonna really make a big impact for the channel in the future once I get all this done. So next video, I'm probably gonna be doing third part of reorganizing my Lego collection and showing you the final product. Once I have everything moved in here, it all painted, and everything is going to be really exciting to see. And after that, we should be hopefully starting the next mock project. So this is the biggest thing that's holding up starting the next mock project. I'm only able to work on it during the weekends, which is a bit of a shame. But once I get this done, it's going to be massive, really big step for the channel. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day, guys. Goodbye.